And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud. I'm your host, Nick Legato. This is going to be the big fish episode. I've been bitching about fishing for a while now, and how troublesome it's been over the past couple days. We really haven't been getting a lot fish-wise. This is the time where we start catching fish, and lots of fish. Not just any fish, but fish on very special fish. Now, we're going to catch the legendary fish, but first off I want to get rid of the weaker ones out of the pool here if I can. Obviously this is not the fish I want anyway. Let's go ahead and... We've been saving them for a long time. The poisonous apples are what we're going to use. Wait a minute, I don't think it's... Is it? Yeah, it's got to be dusk already, so let's start using them here. Throw this out. As you can see, that's got to be one of them. Because they are the only fish in the game that will be lured by this bait. So we wait to get a hook on here. And like I said, this is an entire episode of fishing. Yes, we got one! Sweet. And this is the fish. It's an ugly looking bastard. And we look at that, 182 points. And that's the average. That's not even the average. That's like the minimum. That's for the smallest one we've caught. That's probably one of the smaller ones. We'll catch bigger ones. Oh yes, we'll catch bigger ones, alright. So let's see what we got out there. Looks like there's another one possibly in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Come here. No, that's not one. Okay, so I guess there's only one in this one. So here's what we got to do. In order to make the fish come back, we have to exit out, and then we got to jump back in here. Yes, there we go. So this is first and foremost, this is going to be the fish that we fish out the most, is the Mandarin Gyran. I think that's it. Martin Gyrans, or whatever they're called. You can see though, not attracting any. So there's another legendary fish in here as well, but it eats a common bait that works in this area, so it's hard to tell if it's one of those or not, which is why it's not as reliable of a fish to go for. So let's go ahead and we won't see one in there. Let's try our potato cake on the biggest fish we see. Though dunes are really big, which is the dun or whatever is a really big fish, so it could be that fish as well. Hard to tell. So this might be, well, yeah, now we got two, so it's really going to be hard to tell. I forget how big the differences are between them, so I do apologize for not knowing everything. Just hope that little one doesn't steal it. Well, I got another one, so we'll catch this one. Whichever one drags it under first, then we'll try and catch the other one. I think they're both, neither of them are legendary fish. Maybe that biggest one on the right. But we didn't get that one, did we? Yeah, this is a den, I'm sorry. They give about 20, yes, you can see 22. Not a lot. I think if any of them is the famous fish that we're looking for, it was that big one right here, which is the one we want to go for. Come on. Though they're not as common to spawn, so, though this is probably a den. Come on. You know you want it. Consume fish. Ah, it's my last potato cake too, so big son of a bitch, you better eat it. Gotcha. Now if it's just a big den. Oh well. We tried. So there's probably a Mandarin Gyran in here. So let's go ahead and put up a poisonous apple. That's why I don't like going after the Baron Gyran, which is the very rare one, because chances are you'll... Geez, these are little. Chances are you'll find one is not very likely. I don't think any of these are Mandarin Gyrans. So sometimes we will not get lucky. Go ahead and quit fishing. Come back and see if they spawn. And And this is what we're going to do. Now, why would we waste time? That looks like a frickin' barren guy in there, and I don't have any more potato cakes. Oh well. Got poisonous apples. Or it could be a baked Garen, so let's try it out. Yeah, you can tell when it's probably the Baron, but I don't think he's going. Oh, he's going for it. That must be a Garen. It's got to be a big one. It's got to be pretty damn big. So this will be a really good catch if we can get it. Cooperate. Consume fish. Move it toward you since you seem to have some issues with eating. Come on. Don't get it. Why can't he reach it? Pull it out and recast. There, he's way out there now. Ah. Come on, big bastard. The oversized guppy, come here. Well, guppies are not fish, but whatever. Maybe. Come on. Eat. Gotcha. You big bastard. Nice! There's 346. That's enough for 6 freaking... We have enough total for like a whole bunch of gemstones right now. This is the place to fish, and this is why we've been keeping those poisonous apples in our inventory. There's no other reason but this exact moment in time. Let's see, is there another one in here? No, I don't see it. So there's usually only one, sometimes there's two. But, you know, not always. And you can do this all through dusk. This is the only time that they spawn. There's nothing in there worth getting. They're all tiny. So let's go ahead and quit fishing. Let's try it now. Yeah, there might be one with 100 points, so let's go ahead and lure him out. And you can buy, I think, poisonous apples too from Monotaki Village or somewhere. They'll come back to memory, but you can buy poisonous apples, so it's not like that's a big deal. And we get gemstones, so we could sell gemstones for the money to buy the apples. So, you know, works both ways here. I don't see one in there either. So you gotta kind of play the field a little bit with where the fish are in order to get them to spawn. As you can see, we're not getting any good spawns here. You just gotta keep trying. There's a quasi big one out there. Could be one. Let's go ahead and try for it. See what we can get here. Nope, it's a den. Okay. So, no. But luckily doing this, fishing becomes a lot easier, as well as getting very necessary upgradable items, such as gemstones, which we've been really hurting for. You know, we've really been needing them, and luckily now that we can get them, we can get any and all gemstones we need to level our gear up. Here comes a Mandarin here. Oh, he didn't touch it fast enough. Damn it, I didn't press the button fast enough. I can't tell which one it is. Great. Let's see. There he is. Consume. He's not a big one, but he'll do. Eat. Eat, mortal. I was gonna say, there's not two, are there? Let's see. Come on. Come on. Eat. Don't make me waste this bait, you jackass. Eat the frickin' apple. It's your favorite. Gotcha. Oh, dang it. I don't know what the deal was with that. He, like, really swam away. Didn't do anything. Come on. Enough games, you moron. Stupid fish. Come on. Come on. Stop swimming around it like a ballerina and just eat the frickin' apple, or I will kill you with fire. Killing you with fire? There's actually a benefit too to holding on to this fish if you don't use it right away. Holding on to this fish when you go through dungeons and you come to chests that are trapped, it'll actually, if you have one of these fish in your inventory, it'll actually tell you what the trap is. Yeah, there's a big one. Nice. He wasn't actually that small. He was actually pretty big. Sweet. So we got 200 fish points for you. No! All the trouble we've been having leveling up our weapons is about to come to an end. About to come to an end. Oh, there's a big old guy in there. That's probably a Baron, though. That's way too big to be Meriden or whatever. Though it could be, and if it is, I'll be forever happy. He's swimming around in a way. I don't think that's one. I don't think that's a Baron, and I don't have any potato cakes. For shame. That's usually a reason, though, to buy maybe 4 or 5 potato cakes. But, again, there's a very high chance it's not a... It isn't one. There's a very high chance that it's actually a den. So buying potato cakes can be a waste of money. Yeah, he's not a Meriden. Marden, whatever. Can't speak the language. These stupid fishes. Fishy fishies. Give me what I seek. These are all tiny. I don't think there's one in the crowd. Those are all really, really tiny, so the chances are they're probably gummies or something. Or something similar. There's a big one in there. There's 2 medium-sized ones. So at least we'll get 100 if one of them's a Marden. Some people are anal, though. They won't even go for the little tiny versions of this fish. I do, because we can buy poisonous apples, so we're not wasting time constantly trying to spawn this fish. We just go for them when we see them. Come on, bastard. Gotcha! Yay! Yeah, it's probably only worth 100. No, 228. Still not too bad. Sweet! I think there's another one in here, too. Maybe in the same size bracket. So we got 4 poisonous apples left, so we may as well make use of what time we've got to spend fishing. We are using this episode to do it. No, that's not one. That's a den. Big enough to be a den. Alright, so let's go ahead and quit. But I always quit by the sign so we don't waste time walking back. Well, I think you always end up starting out here anyway. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't pay attention to it enough. Oh, yeah, there's a Baron. I'm pretty sure that's a Baron. But we are out of... Or it's a really big... See, the dens can be as big as the Barons, so there's no way to tell really what that is. And like I said, with the potato cake, you're just throwing and hoping that it's a Baron. So, but it does meet the size requirement. Maybe we'll try to catch one, but there's no guarantee that we'll get it. So, if we get one when I go buy potato cakes, we'll get one. But if we don't get one, then I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, you're better off going for the Madron because they spawn more frequently, and you're guaranteed to get one because you know exactly what they eat. Poisonous apples and nothing else. So you know that it is exactly the fish you're getting. It's not some kind of 50-50 chance or 10% chance that it's one. So it's a safer gamble when you're fishing. There's probably one in there this time. I think he's on the left here. Let's go ahead and cast. He kind of got away from me, didn't he? Let's see if he comes back. Here he comes. He's close enough to have gone for it, I think. I can't see you. There you are. Well, maybe not, but let's try it now. He should be more than close enough. It's not one. He's not going for it. Let's see what happens when we quit here, shall we? I think you quit on this side of the pool. Yeah, so I don't like doing that. I like utilizing as much dusk time as I ever could. And the time doesn't move when you're fishing, so that's why I do it. Okay, let's try this again. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. Fish. Come fishy, fishy. But like I said, the Baron Gyran, or whatever it's called, is a waste of time. You're going to go through a lot of potato cakes before you actually get one. Because like I said, the dens grow to be as physically large as the barren, so it's it's a big risk financially, but even though we have a lot of money to spend on it, I don't really care if we get one. I will attempt to maybe get one at some point, but I am not gonna be crazy for getting one. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get one, because I've got a ton of poison apples. And I'm more likely to get... Damn you! Bad fish. Bad fish. Come to me before I destroy you with concentrated psychokinesis. Maybe we're close enough. Here, let's try it. No, we're not. Let's see if he comes down. Here he comes. Nope, there he goes. Bastard. Move over towards it. You know you want it. Please tell me you're the fish I'm looking for. Failed. Foiled again. Fish. Maybe a little one. No. Not. Dang it! But we just keep trying. We just keep at it. Oh man. Slightly annoying. It is slightly tedious that you're not getting the fish spawn you want every time, but at least we're here trying. Let's try again. Like I said, this will be a short episode too, because I just wanted to do one episode of fishing. Because a lot of people have asked me about it, my friends specifically, and they say, oh, you should get the Baron, you should get the Baron. I'm not, and I keep telling them, Martin's the way to go. You can get the bait easily, they spawn more frequently than the Barons. As you can see, we've attracted one here, and it's just easier to do all around. It's more reliable because you know when you're not going to waste bait trying to catch one. You know that it's one because he's trying to go for it. So you're guaranteed that that's the fish you're getting out of the water. Now you just have to make sure they don't eat through your bait. Come on, little shit. Eat my bait. You know you want to. Do it! Do it! There we go, that a boy. Good fishy fish. There's another 221. God, we've got a few more apples left too. We've got like 2 or 3 apples left. So, you know, like I said, at this point in the game, there's now no excuse to be able for you to struggle having. There should be no reason there should be no reason for you to have trouble upgrading your weapons. Because every level you should have the proper gemstone to go through alongside it to level up its statistics very high. And so there it is. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, if you can't do it through fishing, then you're not doing something right, because fishing is the way to do it, and this is the place to do it. Oh, I can't get that fish to spawn. Well, you gotta keep trying. They will spawn, you're witnessing it now. They do spawn. They spawn frequently, more frequently than the Baron, so don't waste your time with the Baron. Just get the poisonous apple. The other thing, too, is if you are short on cash, or you forget where to get it, or you've been cheating yourself by not building the towns completely full, you can always use a bandit slingshot, go to Wise Owl Forest, and steal them off of the Witch Ilzas. They have them. You know they do. So that would probably also be a good place to do it. Let's cast out and see if we got one here. You know you're a Mandarin. Come on. Come on. You bastard. Let's try the other big one here in this pond. Oh, there he is. He's hiding over there. Either you guys want... What about your friend who's coming over this way? That might be one. Not a very healthy looking guy, but I'll take him nonetheless. Can't tell he's not approaching it. It looks like he's stuck. Come on, take my bait, you jackal. Take it. Useless. Useless! Alright, let's keep at it here. Alright, let's see. Man, that's a terrible spawning. That's not much better. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Come back. With fishing. Let's try it again. Oh, that looks like there's one in there. On the right here. A big guy, too. Could be a den. Again, it could be a den, so... The only reason I don't like fishing around here, you can't tell what the fish are so easily. That's a den. He's not coming towards the bait. As soon as we cast, he started swimming the other way. At least I think so. Let's try one more cast out and see if we can get it closer, or maybe he'll get it, go for it. I don't know. He's not... I don't think that's one. He's not going for it. He's kind of hanging out. Come on, fish. Fish, fish. Oh, well, maybe it is one. But he kind of power swam into that. We might have to move the bait, so... That might be one. It just was a little too far away from the bait here. No, that's definitely not one. Well, screw it then. Anyway, the maximum I think I've ever gotten from one of these Mandarin Garians or whatever, I think was like 400 fish points. The other ones give you a maximum of like 700. So, I mean, you're arguing, but like I said, the other ones are much more rare. They're not consistent. You're better off just going for the Martin Garians rather than the Barons, because they're, again, more consistent and showing up. So you see, we've only seen possibly one. Because out of the two that I saw, I bet you one of them was a den, if not both of them. Here's one here. He's a tiny one, though. He's one of the smaller ones, maybe the 100 or the 200s. Oh, you little shit. I swore you took it under. I saw you do it. You whore. You fish whore. Oh my god. Run. Stupid fish. Kill you with fire. Turn you into fish tacos. Wahoo style. I don't even like fish. I'm allergic. Come on. Come get some. Good fishy fish. Good. Eat. Stuff your face. Gotcha. There we go. So far we haven't wasted a single apple. Yeah, he's tiny. 181. Oh well, it's better than nothing. Okay, we probably have one or two more apples left, which is good. We're going to use them all. That's what this whole episode's about. This is all nothing but fish episode. And obviously we're going to upgrade our weapons too. I want to show you how to really look into upgrading your weapons. I'm sure you could probably find some of this information online if you look, about what you should buy with your fish points here and all that stuff. But I'll give you the lowdown. Like I said, it's all about gemstones. You don't really... And there's one sword you might want to buy, but it's not necessary, per se. So, just keep that in mind. There is an actual... there's only one weapon you should ever buy with fish points, and that's debatable if you should even get it. But... because it's kind of pricey fish point wise, and I'd rather just spend my other stuff. Because it's a weapon that you level up another weapon to get, that I think you get that weapon for free. It's almost pointless. Oh yeah, here's a big one. Here's one that'll make me happy. That's also why poison apples only showed up in chests in the back rooms too. Damn it. I will use 2 apples to get you. You're a big one. Come here, big boy. Daddy's got a sushi roll to make out of you. So, take it. Get... Oh, you shit. Trick me again, will you? Come on. Take it. Take the freaking bait. Sorry, I always get really intense when I go for these big guys. They make me happy. Come on. Anytime, buddy. You know, this isn't a buffet or a stare at a buffet. This is an all-you-can-eat buffet, which demands that you consume. Gotcha. Nice. He's pretty good size. Sweet. Oops. Well, there's no more in there. So we got one more poison apple. Let's go ahead and use it. Excuse me. Because this is the only time in the game you're going to see me fish. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be fishing for the Baron. It's a waste of time. And maybe I will on my own. And if I catch one, I'll put it on video or something. Just that scene. I'll record it or something of me pulling one out. But really, for all intents and purposes of getting through the game, these are the fish of choice. These are the ones that I will be gunning for. If I probably won't even buy potato cakes. It'll be more along the lines of, if I find a potato cake, I will use it. When I think I see a fish that would eat this poison apple, that would be big enough to be one. Because they're not like a little fish that becomes the target. It's definitely visible. Like I said, the dens grow to be as big as the Baron, so it's way too hard to just look at it and assume it is. Because I've actually seen dens as bigger than the Baron, so a little trivia realization for you. There's some that are bigger than the Baron, so we'll also use this episode to talk about gemstones too, since that's why we're really fishing. We've got a little less than 10 minutes left, so plenty of time to do all that and catch our last Mandarin or Martin here. I don't think it's the big one. If it is one, it'll be one of the littler ones. But, nah. Nope. Come on, I want to get this last one here. Ooh, that's a big boy. That might be a Baron. Might be. Still, I'm always usually assume they're dens. I wish there was a way to tell. Wish the Baron ate the poison apples, but then I would have to be waiting longer to catch them. Could be a Martin, I guess. It'd be a big one. It's not. Let's see. Any of you little bastards want to bite? No. Okay, so none of them are one. Do. Fishing, fishing, fishing. Fishing, fishing. Fish, 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 fish. Gonna catch me a big freaking fish today. Yeah. It's a shitty run. Let's see if we can get a big one. Or at least a middle-sized one. I'd rather not get another little 100 one. There's a frickin' Baron right there. That's a given. Oh, now that one looks beautiful. That's totally a Baron right there. Okay, that's about as big as it needs to be to prove it's a frickin' Baron. That one right there, big and totally the right size. The other ones were totally dens. That's what a Baron's supposed to look like, hands down. That had to have been a Baron. I would not accept any other fish to be one. I wish I had a potato cake right there. That's how you can tell, though. That thing was massive. Now, a den can be that big. I have seen them that big. But it's very likely that that was really a Baron. That or it's a really big den, which is worth not a lot, but it's worth some benefit. Come on. Oh, no, I don't know. We're not getting really lucky here with the Martins right now. Come on, Martins. I've got your favorite food. No. Fish, 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 bastards. But yeah, so you did get to kind of see what one might be like size-wise in the water. That's what a Baron would look like if you saw one in the water. If you are playing this game, keep on the lookout for something about that big, and you'll be happy with what you pull out. And like I said, even if it is a den, that's actually not too bad. None of these are Martins, I don't think. Well, no. He's just going to turn away, I think, yeah. Well, I'm not going to waste any more time of your guys' time. So let's go and talk about gemstones. So, all the gemstones do obviously very different things, and we can buy new gear now because of these Martins. They actually show us the only weapon you should ever buy out of here, and that's if you want to. I normally never buy it. Actually, you could buy the Scorpion too. It's a good. These two weapons here are good investments. These two, not so much because we found magical hammers in Matataki. But the fairy rings, if we need to, we can invest in them. But really, we don't need to. Okay, so let's go down the list here and talk about our things here. The garnet. Now, let's do it in alphabetical order. The amethyst gives you plus 10 ice, plus 10 to dragon, plus 10 to mage. So we will have some use for those. The aquamarine, 5 to ice. So it's not as good with the ice, but it does 10 to sea and sky. So it has its uses. The diamond, they are a girl's best friend. It's plus 5 to all anti-enemy attributes, but it gives you a plus 10 to metal. So that's a really good one for our weapons that need metal. The emerald has plus 5 attack, 10 to fire, 10 to beast, 10 to rock. Or I'm sorry, emeralds are 10 to magic, 10 to dragon, 10 to plant. My bad. Pearls, 10 endurance, 10 thunder, 10 to undead. We'll use that for sure. A ruby, 10 to speed, 10 to fire, 10 to mimic. Better for mimics, really. Peridot, 5 to attack, 10 to holy, 10 to plant, and 10 to beast. This is going to be one we use a lot, too. Sapphire, 10 to magic, 10 to wind, 10 to sky. Probably not going to use that a lot. It's opal. We do use opals. 10 to metal, 10 to mage, 10 to endurance. Topaz, 5 to attack, 10 to speed, 10 to undead, 10 to sky. Turquoise, 10 to ice, 5 to rock, 5 to mimic. We might use 1 or 2 of those. And the only one I left out was the garnet. And the garnet is 5 to attack, 10 to fire, 10 to beast, 10 to rock. So there are some good ones here. So before we start picking out which gemstones we want to use, we need to look at our weapons very carefully here and take a really good look at what our weapons really need to level up. This one needs magic and it needs metal. So really, the one we really probably want to do here is maybe we'll want to get an opal. I would say let's get an opal and a diamond. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's buy an opal, and let's buy a diamond, and an opal. And let's go ahead and put that on the serpent sword, which will go with what it's got on it to help. So where are my gemstones? Diamond and an opal. Thought I grabbed it, I guess I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Well, shoot. Let's take that out. We need to give it a magic boost too, don't we? So let's go ahead and get, emerald would probably be good. This is a little pricey because I didn't really buy the right gemstone, I think. So let's buy a, what did I say? Let's buy a, not a sapphire, an emerald. And let's put that on the serpent sword here. Customize serpent sword with emerald. There we go. If it needs more than that, we'll do something else for it because we don't want to invest too much stuff into it. That needs more MP, needs a lot more magic wires. But specifically needs ice, wind, and holy, and it needs MP. So we need to find, what is it, ice, wind, and holy? So pretty much that'll make it a candidate for a sapphire. Let's put another one with magic on it too. If we can, what was the other one that had magic? Well, what other elements? We need ice and holy, huh? So let's just get the stuff that has holy attached to it then, since I don't think that'll be an option to get more magic. So let's go ahead and buy... What did I say? I don't want to buy a sapphire, really. Emerald would be better, so let's buy emerald. What did it need? It needed ice, right? So let's buy amethyst. Oh, we're out of room to carry some of this stuff. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to buy the rest of the gemstones since I talked about them briefly. I'm going to make some room in my attachment inventory pretty much by selling elemental attachments because we don't need them anymore. I will also probably sell the speed attachment as well. We're going to keep some of the buster stuff, but I am going to sell some of the fish, some of the air. Really, we could sell all of this stuff. I mean, we could sell all of this. We could sell all the elemental stuff and just keep the attack and then just start buying emeralds and gemstones. Because what I'll do is I'll just keep fishing until I get the gems enough to get all the gemstones I want. Anyway, so this is the secret to acquiring lots of gemstones. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud, all of my gear will be gemstoned up, and I'll have a lot of gemstones probably to hold on to be ready to use on my weapons as we progress through the dungeon. So it'll be a while before you see me, because I'm going to be getting me some gemstones. So everybody's weapons will at least level up one massive tier. So we'll see you on the next episode of Let's Play.